What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, PIPERBOY Williams. Listen, in battle rap, every blogger hates doing something. All right. And one thing that I hate doing recaps. For one, I think battles are too long. You know what I mean? Some of them aren't good, and it's just different reasons as to why I hate doing recaps. So I kind of steer away from it. I brought the new element to battle rap, you know what I mean? Like the news element, like, what's going on Twitter, what's going on Instagram, what's going on here, what's going on there, backstories, things like that. And that's been heavily like copied, like, you know what I mean, in battle rap, which is a good thing, it brings like a different like element to it. But I kind of like recaps. I kind of want to stay away from them because somebody always is going to get their feelings hurt. And when your channel gets like a certain level, you know what I mean? It's just a problem. Like when you say somebody won or lost. So people who focus like primarily on that, like shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? I used to do them a long time ago. Every once in a while, I'll do them. But for this particular battle, I wanted to do one. You know what I mean? I'm going to do one on this one and another battle. But I wanted to do one on this one simply because there's a lot of hype like on the internet, like who won this battle. JC, he's talking about I'm the GOAT. I battled, Cortez. I 30'd him. I battled Louise. I 30'd him. I battled, you know what I mean? Like Bankhead, I 30'd him. Bankhead responds to me just like, yo, like this didn't happen. You know what I mean? Like he didn't win this battle like he's telling everybody he won. I'm seeing like people like, commenting on Bankhead stuff like, yo, like this didn't happen. So I'm like on Black Ice, like, y'all gotta drop this battle. You know what I mean? Like while while it's hot, please drop this battle. I'll recap it, you know what I mean? Like whatever. They messaged me and told me that the battle was dropped. You know what I mean? I asked for permission to use the footage. They gave me permission to use the footage, so I wanted to talk about the battle. But what I want to talk about is what I do like about like the new class, or at least like Bankhead in this situation. Like Bankhead has been up against, some people that could pretty much put your lights out, like in battle rap. He went up against Danny Myers. He had some people's eyes, it's like a debatable battle, you know what I mean, with somebody that arguably beats almost everybody he stands in front of. You know what I mean? Then he had a battle with Bangs, and Bangs is fire. He's dope. You know what I mean? So he had a battle with him. He didn't die in that battle. So, I'm hearing mixed reviews of this battle. So I'm like, I got to see this, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we can go ahead and talk about it. Bankhead versus JC, round one. Bankhead goes. He's got the energy. He's got, he's believing in what he's saying.
Am I my brother's keeper? Yes. No, for starters, I can't trust Carter. Cause they keep it G for the money, these niggas hate. Yeah, that's why I keep 2 Max with me. And they do clap 50. Yeah. I ain't lying. I fuck around and fry him like I'm sick of bacon. His ribs is cake. No, for example, y'all remember on New Jack City? Yeah. Where they came into the Enterprise? Yeah. And they shit was getting raided? Exactly. I get to blazing the whole fucking apartment. I mean, y'all seeing flames coming out of Carter like, shh, nigga, we've been infiltrated. The fuck you mean? With that New Jack scheme, I can even do better with the target. Ask me why. Why? Cause I'll let it sing and fire cans like Gerald by the garbage. Came off the belt, wrecked this shit, then removed they self. Side ejected. Facts, but it was still 2 little ones locked in the back. Child protection. In your place was some cold and contagious. That mean if I cover a mouth, bow, it's still getting spread, nigga. Yeah, right in your face. So I hope before he slept, he took a Benadryl to the head. Cause right before the court date, I'm letting the Tech 9 pill in the bed.
And he's got the Carter, the disc after disc after disc.
You with a little pain, and you gonna be really departed, nigga. No, think Lil Wayne, not because the Millia spark him, cause I'm dropping disc after disc after disc. I'm about to make a series of Carters.
He's got that line, you know what I mean? And then he's kind of like, he's got the Mortal Kombat, scheme.
So you can't approach a nigga with that I told a Glock and a gun route. Cause try me, honestly, it'd be more to a comeback if them shots ever dump out. Oh my God. Or he don't get it, do you? Thinking you Shao Kahn me, nigga? What? I should knock you the fuck out.
Like, you know what I mean? He kind of ends it with that. And I'm kind of looking at it, all in all, it's kind of not what he did like in the Danny Myers battle. It's kind of a lot of, you know, gas like in the round. And
yeah, nigga, the shit I'm about to do, still nigga red. Don't you sit up here and lie about how you get real nigga bread, cause I'll let a fifth heat you, calling yourself the Grim Reaper. Bah! Now go deal with the dead, nigga.
Oh my God!
Foul aggression. Put some bass in your voice, little nigga. You don't even sound respected. So do we all agree that JC will shoot the loudest weapon?
Hell no!
Nah, like I'm some kind, dumb nigga. I'm supposed to believe your lifestyle is reckless. Like, hey, when you see Jay and let the metal spray, Solange him. I'm like, what the fuck that mean? He like, just make sure it's some ratchet that'll kick and elevate Carter.
And it's kind of just like, you know, some of it he's gassing himself, you know, for a lot of it. And then it's a lot of it, you know, people are in the room, they're probably just happy that he's there, you know, JC's there, this battle's going down. So every little thing that's being said is being like overly gassed. And with that, I feel like, you know, the crowd, like you guys can make or break battles, you know, like, and a lot of y'all don't really realize that, you know, how important it is to just be the crowd, you know what I mean? Just sit there, just be in the room. If something is fire and is worthy, go ahead, you know what I mean? Gas it. But if, you know, people are saying things that are just like normal things, you know, it's not really something that you want to be compelled to just go crazy for, you know what I mean? And I think a lot of, you know, like gas was like in that round, you know what I mean? And one thing I want to say, because with each round, like you have to have like some sort of criticism, right? With you, Bankhead, I'm seeing it takes a long time for you to get from one effective punch to the next one. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of filler punches, you know what I mean? And I feel like if you could kind of tweak that, I think you would be like better, like produced or better, you know, or people would receive you a little bit better to where, you know, if you're saying like you won rounds and things like this, these things would be a little bit more clear to people. So JC goes.
He tried to spill everything about the connections in the plot. We blasting first. Say that shit for a Catholic church. I mean, confess it in a box. We don't. I let the 40 blow. Of course I'm back whipping, nigga. I took the glory road. And if your bitch really repping for Bankhead, then get shorty low. Cause I'm shooting on the open turf. Everything moving can go to dirt. They said he died coming up with a Zion Williamson. At least he knew he was going first. Replace me with you. Nah, they would never leave it up to you. They hate because we just comfortable. You remind me of my first apartment. They gonna always hate on every move you make because they the people under you. It's body bags.
You know, and JC is kind of demonstrating to me as he's going on, like, the veteranism, you know what I mean, like in the battle. And so I'm watching JC, and JC's kind of just like, he's on you in this round, you know what I mean? And he's getting to the punch, he's getting to the what he's got to say fast, like he's on you. You're more demonstrating to the crowd, you know, what you can do versus like being on your opponent and demonstrating to him like what you're capable of. You see what I'm saying? And I felt like JC had a nice mix. He didn't really have a lot of, you know, like haymakers or, you know, punchlines and things like that. But what he was saying was potent enough to carry him through like his round.
We close caskets, chromatics. We all spitting. Voice box directly with an accent. If he survive, he gonna talk different. All these home visits, we pull right up to the apartment with it, parking in it. He said he just went up. Well, he gotta come back down. It's the law of physics, and we wait.
You know what I'm saying? You may have had like longer rounds like in some of these things, but this particular round, he was just a little bit more potent than me, like in what he was saying. And so even though you had like some good shit like in your round, I think his was just a little bit more effective, so I got him winning that first round. But we're gonna fast forward to the third round, and this is where it gets kind of interesting to me. You know what I'm saying? So we get Bankhead, he's saying some lines, right?
Yeah. Well, can I show y'all what my blades do? Yeah. They travel apart. They ain't lost, nigga. They find they move. Then go back and meet at the same spot like a rendezvous, nigga. Reckless. I extend arms, double the message, and let twin text greet you, nigga. And these motherfuckers both spray everywhere like Windex cleaner, nigga. Wait. And they say pressure busts pipes. Right?
Yup.
So do index fingers.
And you know, I'm listening, but a lot of it is just like falling flat to me.
You came here to teach me a lesson, nigga, how? When it's your problem. Now that we locked in the gym, I'm trying to figure out who you trying to coach, Carter, nigga.
You see what I'm saying? But you know, I see what you're kind of trying to do, but it's falling flat. JC goes, and you know, this is not the normal JC. You know, I'm starting to see kind of maybe he's not taking the writing aspect of this battle as seriously as he would like other battles. It could be because he's cramming things. You know what I'm saying? But he's got enough in it to where he's making me think. You know what I mean? He's got the morphin line.
I heard you turn into an animal on stage. Well, I think they sort of line. I'ma test it. So when I heard you turn into an animal on stage. Well, I think they sort of line. I'ma test it. When I reach for the belt, just hope he morph in time, because I'm clutching over
The Mia X line.
in real life. DMX, but this is exactly why they bring in vets. To kill till there ain't a reason left, with no limit. All I needed was a target, and they just handed me an X and said, go get
You know what I mean? He's got like different things like in that round that kind of make me stop and say, okay, you know what I mean? Like, and so with that round, you know what I mean? I got JC getting that round. So honestly, like second round, I feel like it's more of the same other than like I talked to you and you told me the time limits was like 3 minutes, 3 rounds. And, you know, because at first I'm kind of like, man, JC, like you took this, like you didn't write at all. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, when he told me that, I'm just like, oh, okay, now it all makes sense because JC's round was, I think it was around like 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And so he was shy of the 3 minute mark. So it seemed like it was just like, he didn't really write much. Whereas, you know, Bankhead, he went like, you know, 5 times as long. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like you want to give him that round by default. But if we're being fair and we're looking at the time limit, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be right for me to judge like what you've done like 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes out. You know what I mean? Past the time limit, because what you're supposed to do is what JC did, get to the point like within that time period. You see what I'm saying? So I see what you're saying, that, you know, you feel like, you know, how did he win? He only rapped this amount of time. And I was kind of conflicted on Twitter. I'm like, yo, like, how did he win this round if this is the case? You know what I'm saying? And then you told me that, and I saw the message that where it's like 3 minute rounds. You know what I'm saying? So with that, you know, that's my, you know, judgment on that round. You know what I'm saying? I got JC with the 30. But I do want to say this, you know, I feel like you are like a really good talent. I just feel like you may want to calm down like on the bows, you know what I mean? With you being a NWX, you know, a player in the NWX, you don't want to come across a goonie and they're using that against you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you saying bow in your battles and this and that. You know what I mean? You kind of want to like kind of steer clear of that. And you also made like a couple of comments saying like, well, you had a lot of JC flips. He didn't really have like any Bankhead flips, but it's not all about like flipping names. And sometimes it's not even about punchlines or haymakers. You know what I'm saying? We get battle rappers like Calico or somebody. He might have one haymaker in a round, but he may still be able to pull out the round, you know what I mean, because of other elements or other intangibles and things that you experience, like when you're watching, you know, Calico versus Sue Surf and like different things like that, you know. So a lot of other things matter, you know, and when you're new to the game, you got a lot of people behind you. There's a lot of support. I've seen videos of people giving you like, you know, like a shirt, you know what I'm saying? A fan was like really excited. He filmed it, you know what I mean? Like, you're coming up in the game. A lot of people are excited about you. JC, after he battled you, he pretty much said, I think he's ready. You know what I'm saying? So JC had high acclaim or high praises for you, but I just feel like it's a couple of things that may need to be like touched on or worked on. But we can go like line by line, like in the battle, but I don't think that would be fair. You know what I'm saying? With the second round, I think you had some shit in the second, you know, but versus his second, like when you cram everything, like it just, you know, that's my opinion on it. You know what I mean? But y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. I do feel like, you know, Black Ice, they come with the strong editing. I think they did a pretty good job of getting this battle out in time. When you look at how it was edited, the effects that were put in, you know what I'm saying? I think they did pretty well. You know what I mean? With getting it out at a decent reasonable amount of time when people were asking for it. You know, they didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then they didn't have to let me use the footage. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, some leagues, like, you know, with RBE, I had a problem with that. They didn't want to let me, you know what I'm saying? So with some leagues, they do have issues with you using footage. URL don't seem to have a problem. You know, KOTD, they never really seem to have a problem, but, you know, like RBE did, you know what I mean? But this is a situation where they didn't. So shout out to them, you know, for letting people use it. But as far as I'm concerned, I think, you know, is it a dope battle? I think some elements of it is interesting, but I wouldn't put it as like a really like high, you know, on the list of battles to watch. But, you know, they asked me to, you know, people asked me to put out a recap on it, and I wanted to put one out, but I wanted to be fair. And another thing is, you know, when you guys want us to do recaps, we can tell you like how we feel, you know what I mean? Like, so it is what it is on that one. That's my personal opinion. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Down in the comment section, there's another like recap I wanted to do. Like I said, I kind of stay away from them, but this one like is kind of interesting. You know what I mean? The one I want to get to. So y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Peace.